You're listening to the Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Beau Ryan's supposed to be on the show right now.
There's a meltdown going. I don't know if he's joking or not. He's just come up and he said, "My guts are no good. I think I'm going to spew," and he's run off. And
Beau's crook.
Producer Key is just.
I saw him in the toilets before, and he looked a little bit pale.
Jess, do you want to call my phone? I'll go out in the hallway and try and find Beau Ryan. If you just give me
Poor Beau, don't you think if he's vomiting we should sort of leave him in peace?
more like make sure he's okay, Jess.
Yeah.
Punch my digits in. I'll try and find Beau.
Let's just go see if he's all right. We're supposed to be talking about the Stan original documentary series Dawn of the Dolphins, which I'm really excited about, with Wayne Bennett and the Redcliffe Dolphins coming into the competition.
All right, you guys got me at all?
Oh, yeah, Bowie, you there?
Hey, no, I'm trying to find him.
Oh.
No, I got locked down. It's all right. Are you okay? Get through, yeah. You okay, mate? I'm on the show. Yeah. Oh, my God. I got locked in the middle. I got locked in there. I couldn't get in. Oh, they are.
He's in the turn his mic on there, Jess. Are you all right, bro?
Yeah. Are we on? Are we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah, I had a coffee at 5 and then I was driving in. I felt flat and I'm like, let's go again.
Yeah.
So I got another one about half an hour ago and then my guts, man.
Nothing to do with the weekend? You at Mardi Gras?
No, I was looking after the kids. My wife actually went to Ed Sheeran on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Best show ever. And I worked. I did the rugby on Friday night for Stan, which was great.
Yeah,
Rugby's
awesome,
great.
mate.
Well, Tommy Ivy, his family have been decimated by gastro.
I feel all right. I'm one of those guys that doesn't get sick.
Yeah, but you're sweating.
But when I do get sick, it's the end of the world.
So
you know what I mean?
Should we tape off the men's? Like, should we put disaster zone tape up?
The funny thing is, I rushed through to get to the toilet, and then I got locked in the lobby. So I was just standing there, just welcoming people in. Like,
Awesome. Thanks,
Katie and Marty, who's the other. I was welcoming Katie and Joel. I was welcoming them all in.
Thanks, guys.
Smallsy was there. I high-fived him, just passed it on to Smallsy. Yeah.
They're all rolling in.
Yeah, but I've ridden it out. I had no choice, really, man. I was just stuck in the lobby.
Well, yeah, people want to ask as well, when you feel crook out on the rugby field, out in the footy field, what do you do? Are you allowed to leave the field to go to the toilet?
I was telling this story the other day. It was actually when I was at the Dawn of the Dolphins thing. I was talking to Wayne Bennett, and I remember played in front of some big crowds, but in 2010 we were playing the Dragons to get into the grand final.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all obviously nervous. It was our biggest game. And I just remember running out onto ANZ there, 80,000 people.
Wow.
And I looked at Benj and he said, "You ready? How you feeling? You feeling good?" I said, "Yeah, I feel great." And then I just started power vomiting.
Did you really?
I just couldn't stop vomiting before the game. And the cameras love it, obviously. They go to you and stuff. But, obviously played awful, lost the game.
Well, Tony Lockett used to do it before. He used to get so nervous, like one of the greatest AFL players of all time, but he used to vomit before every game because of anxiety.
I was all right before the games, but sometimes in the big games, mate, you just, I don't know, you get in your own head, and I just remember that one clearly. I remember it.
Do you know, you probably don't know this about me, Beau Ryan. I play a bit of guitar, mate.
Yes,
and,
I do know that.
Yeah.
No, I do know that.
Pretty sharp on the old axe.
No, you don't.
I used to play this bar called SV Bar. Anyway, you could be guaranteed when I turned up for a night and I knew the crowd was waiting. I was like Ed Sheeran. There was 80,000 people, possibly 80, maybe even 8. And I would, without doubt,
Make everyone vomit in the room?
have to go to the bathroom beforehand.
Always.
Because when the big gigs, when it's the main stage, the system gets thrown out and you panic.
Yeah, it's you versus yourself.
It is. You panic out your bum.
What were some of the covers he used to do? Powderfinger.
Ben Harper.
Powderfinger.
Crowded House.
Powderfinger.
Any Ed Sheeran?
No, he wasn't around back then.
No, yeah.
I wrote 18 with him. Where's your music career gone? Because you've done a bit of rapping.
Yeah. I was down at the beach actually last week at a couple of
whereabouts?
Cronulla.
Yeah.
Cronulla. There's a lot of Lebanese guys there actually. They're back in, which is good. Which is good to see.
Yeah.
They love it. See, the thing is, we brought that song out for 15 to 20-year-olds back in the day, but it really hit the 5-year-olds.
Right.
So they're all 15 now. Do you know what I mean? So it's working well now. 10 years later.
It's working.
I know. So I missed the boat.
That's an investment.
I know. Yeah, it was well done. Really well played.
Can we talk about Dawn of the Dolphins? Because I am so surprised that Stan have got inside the change rooms here.
Massive.
Because you know what? Wayne Bennett does not want to do anything in front of the camera.
No. Can't get him at all. You'll see this week, the NRL kicks off this weekend, which is unreal.
Yeah.
He'll just do one-word answers. He's been doing it for the last 20, 30 years. So, I've only seen the first episode, and it starts with him. It's fly-on-the-wall stuff.
Yep.
And he opens it up, and he sort of... It feels like he's sort of, not that he doesn't want to be there, but he's letting it happen.
Right.
So we've got the cameras around there pretty much for 12 months.
Yes.
Wow.
And I was talking to the boys at the launch, and I said, what was it like with the cameras around? They said literally after 2 days they forgot they were there.
Yeah.
That's
We've
good.
got another 12 months, so it's going to be good content.
The year that Wayne Bennett was, this was before Mal Meninga. Remember when Wayne Bennett came back and coached Queensland, and they
COVID.
Remember, and they were underdogs.
Worst team ever, they said.
That's
Worst
right, and they
Queensland
won it.
team ever.
That year, Carl Stefanovic, the Channel 9, got it over the line, and I think New South Wales were on board.
Yeah.
And they were going to go into the change rooms and do a documentary leading up to it.
Yeah.
Last minute, Wayne Bennett just went...
Crushed it. That's why.
So why did he say yes to this?
I don't know, but when we were up there, obviously it's been. I can't give too much away, but they've obviously the inception was 12 months ago.
Yeah.
They did miss out on some big fish. Let's get real. They thought they had Cameron Munster, Brandon Smith,
Right.
Kalen Ponga, but they're playing this week, and Redcliffe has got a huge supporter base, huge junior club, plenty of money there. So
They'll get them, Bowie,
get
won't
them
they? But it'll
eventually.
take a while, won't it?
Look, I am worried for the start of the year for Redcliffe. They don't have the roster of other sides, but they will be competitive. It's going to be a sellout this week against the Roosters, but it's a long road for them, but they will get the players. Yesterday they signed 2 guys from the Broncos. They signed Thomas Flegler and Herbie Farnworth, which leads me into the AFL show that we're doing, the Show Me the Money, about the trade window.
Yes.
Which is unreal. The NRL should have a trade period.
With the managers. This is amazing to see. Yeah, you're right.
They have to have
trade
a trade period. There's blokes signing now. Like my young bloke watches the footy. We'll go to the Sharks game on Saturday. We'll go to the Tigers on Sunday. But you're watching guys now that play who have signed for someone for 24 and 25.
Yep.
So they haven't played a game yet.
No.
They haven't played a game this year, and they'll play a full season now for the Broncos, and then they're at Redcliffe. I think it's criminal.
The other thing as well I've never understood is that there's players that have signed, like Crichton from Penrith, and everyone knows at the end of the year he's going to the Bulldogs.
He hasn't played a game this year for Penrith yet.
That's weird.
How can you play?
Hasn't played a game for Penrith yet.
No.
How can you play
year?
with a group of teammates knowing that he's going to leave you at the end of the year?
Oh, no, and you can't. I don't blame the players or the managers, and I mean the clubs can't do much about it. But the trade window would work. How it would work and when is up to obviously the NRL. But then, a guy signed Dominic Young from the Knights. He signed for the Roosters. Same thing. It's all happening this week. Mitch Moses is about to announce whether he goes to the Tigers or stays at Para, all before a ball's kicked. And then he's got to play a full season in that jersey and leave. I think it's hard.
Mate, I feel that way when I'm watching Stan, knowing that you're going to lose your ambassadorship at the end of the year.
They've been saying that for 9 years. They've been saying that for 9 years.
I just assume I don't know anything.
They've been saying it 9 years. So
Any characters from the Redcliffe team that we got to keep an eye out for? Any young blokes?
Well, Jared Wallace is fun. Jared Wallace is fun. I went up there and dressed as the Dolphin the other day, which I thought would be a great idea. I didn't realise it was going to be that hot in Redcliffe.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
How'd you go? Still sick again?
I started doing some 20s, 60s, 40s. I blacked out for most of the day.
Yeah, right.
I'll be honest with you.
That Dolphin
we got some good content. Jared Wallace is fun. Sean O'Sullivan's good as well. But again, they were nervous, mate. At the launch, they realise the enormity. There's people that obviously grew up in Redcliffe. There's people that don't like the Broncos that are going to go for Redcliffe. They're going to have a big support wave. They've got plenty of people supporting the team, and success is important.
Yeah. Gee, you do a good job, mate.
Well done,
You've
mate.
been so good this morning.
Mate, I nearly died 10 minutes ago.
You did.
I nearly died 10 minutes ago. I rushed in.
And now
rang
you've
Tom.
delivered.
Is Tom still working?
They've just
got gastro.
He's in cubicle 3 as well. I think at the
beautiful.
moment
He's
as well.
in there.
Stay
Who's
away.
in cubicle 2?
That was yours. I think
one. Who's in one?
You demolished
that was
one.
Robbie. Smallsy.
Smallsy was in one. He's been in there for a while.
Dawn of the Dolphins, a Stan original documentary. It premieres March 6th only on Stan. Love you, Bowie.
Love you guys. Thanks for your time.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Whipper podcast.